Catholic Charities has been here for over 130 years serving North Texas, serving anyone no matter where they come from, what they're about, what they're doing.
The Diocese of Dallas is 9 counties, and Catholic Charities does everything they can to really go to the far reaches of all 9 counties.
We have a wonderful group of employees and volunteers and donors that all come together to make our mission work. We have 10 service groups that encompass 32 plus actual programs. We do a lot in homelessness and housing. We're very focused on hunger and food and how we can help. Education is huge on our platter. And then, of course, helping the refugee, welcoming the stranger and the immigrant to our community, making sure they're well served. Today we're here at St. Cecilia's Parish, one of our many food distribution sites.
The face of hunger in our community has changed drastically over the past few months. Since the beginning of COVID-19, we've seen an exponential increase. We find that those who are in need generally are hungry first.
Sometimes I was like 3 or 4 blocks with people who need groceries.
This is just one of the many sites we serve. We now have 3 mobile pantries on the road serving our 9-county service area, with about 85 of them already signed up, and we'll be able to do over 100 by the time we get everything fully subscribed. This year alone, we'll serve 7.2 million pounds of food, which is an incredible accomplishment given that just 18 months ago we were only providing about 1.5 million pounds.
So they're able to come and get food from our services, and then over time build that relationship with Catholic Charities that deepens our capacity to serve them across all areas of need throughout their time with our agency.
A little over 4 years ago, Catholic Charities got into the disaster business on the heels of the Rowlett tornadoes.
With disaster preparedness and relief services, when we're not responding to a disaster, we are preparing for the next one. Starting in October of last year for tornado, we helped with financial assistance, food assistance, donations, clothing assistance for the people that were affected and lost their homes.
And here in 2020 came the biggest of all disasters, COVID-19.
COVID-19 has affected everybody in the population. We relied fully on private funds and donated funding and got almost $1 million. We jumped in, we were working from home, we got a lot of assistance very quickly to clients who had nowhere else to turn.
We get inquiries about 25, 50 a day that keep calling us needing help paying their rent, food, primarily electric bills, utility bills, and mortgage payments. In those programs, we received 10,000 applications for assistance. We were able to only approve 3,600 of them. These 4,600 families we were not able to help. They're still coming back and needing help in January and February and the next 6 to 12 months. So we have a big need to keep raising private dollars from donors, from foundations, so we can keep assisting people in 2021 throughout the year.
Homelessness is a huge problem in our community. There's over 5,000 individuals that identify as homeless in Dallas and Collin County. And any one night, there's 1,200 to 1,500 unsheltered, out in the cold, out in the rain, no place to go. We're here to try and solve a little bit of that problem, one resident at a time. St. Jude Center here on Forest is a really cool property. 104 residents who were formerly homeless are now here in residence with their own mailboxes, their own key to their door, their own private shower and bed, and a place to really call home.
Our veterans were our first people that moved in, and to see their expression and to know that they really had a room, it brought them to tears. They could not believe that they had a bed, that they could lock their door and nothing would be stolen.
What we do here is we have wraparound services, not just provided by Catholic Charities, but by partners of ours like City Square and Vosh and others that are helping to make sure that the residents' full needs are taken care of, that they have a place to talk about things, to get vocational training, to get job counseling.
We have the caseworkers here that help them mentally if they have alcohol or drug addiction. We have people that work at the VA. We have people that go outside and work. We have people that can't work, but we see their progression.
Ultimately, we're trying to graduate people to independence so that they actually can move on to an even better, more independent place than St. Jude Center.
We all need to put ourselves in their shoes and not think of them as being homeless, but they are human beings.
Fundamentally for Catholic Charities, education is the core of almost everything we do.
Together we're better, It's a program designed to really bring parenting and early learning to families in underserved communities. We primarily want to focus on 3 community needs: to prevent children from experiencing neglect and abuse. Secondly, making sure that children are ready for school. And thirdly, really to work with parents to understand that they are the first and most powerful teachers of their young children.
For a lot of our families, we are their only outlet. We're their only touch outside of their home.
Getting to us is always an obstacle, regardless of what agency you're trying to access. So by us identifying those most underserved zip codes and making sure we're going to them, a lot of clients in our first wave walk to a location where they can actually meet with us and pick up food and pick up diapers and pick up the information they have for the week. And so we felt that by removing barriers, we were going to be more successful in making sure we're working with families. We're ready to expand the program to more and more zip codes, but of course, funding is such a needed resource for us to go into those communities. So we're ready to do the work, but we really need funders to be partners with us.
I believe when it comes to Catholic social teaching that we are all trying to achieve the common good.
I'm a firm believer that every human has potential. They just need sometimes a hand up. And so that's kind of why we do what we do.
But right now, when people really need something to hold on to, Catholic Charities feeds people, they clothe people, they do all the things that St. Francis said we need to do. And without that, there's very little hope.
We're here to do that work together, to take those who have and those who have not and bring them to a union so that together we can move forward and help serve those who are most in need in our own backyards.
The work that we do is life-changing. It is something that is not going to just take care of somebody for one day. It is going to change families. It is going to keep families together. It is going to offer safety and protection.
We want to do it with efficiency, we want to do it with effectiveness, and we want to do it with our community, our donors, our volunteers, our parishes.
We've served over 4 million meals, served 8,000 seniors. We've given $6 million in rent, mortgage, and utility assistance, and just recently announced a second housing facility under the St. Jude's umbrella.
If there is a need in Dallas, there are very few that Catholic Charities doesn't address. They try to be the one call, the right call for anybody in need.